Why Nigerians should not cry over my son's death, Herbert Wigwe'S father speaks. Shingal Wigwe, the father of deceased Access Bank CEO Herbert Wigwe, has explained why well-wishers and loved ones of the ex-bank boss should not cry over his death. Mr. Wigwe, while receiving leaders of the Ohanese Ndibo, emphasized that there was no point crying as everybody would eventually die someday. The clergyman, who said that he was happy that God gave him Herbert, however, emphasized that Herbert was not dead but had been promoted to a greater realm. He said, and I quote, "As a child of God, I'm happy with the gift of God in the person of Herbert. That gift he gave me for 57 years gave me so much joy. And when it pleased him to take Herbert, yes, he called Herbert home." Naturally, one will be sad if I tell you today, Herbert is not dead. Indeed, he has been promoted to another realm. When people come to see me crying, when you look around, there is hardly anybody who is likely to live here for another 70 years. I would want to go to that same place Herbert has gone to. We are just crossing. This is like a normal market that we'll go to. Everybody you go, buy and go back home. We are in transit here. This is a temporary place. And here in this place, one thing we know is that death has no respect for anybody. One thing is definite. Every one of us here will go, and so there's no point crying. And that is important. What is important is where you're going to. You know, I like this man's analogy. I like the way he thinks. And as I would always tell us, death is the second most certain thing. As a human being, once you have given, life is number one. Once you have life, what am I saying? Once you have life, the next thing is, I don't want to fall sick and die. If your daughter is sick, I don't want, my baby, I don't want her to fall sick and die. There's this fear. It is the most certain. Why? Because it is the most certain thing in this life. It's certain, as in it's certain past wealth. I'm telling you, it is not certain that you will be somebody of influence, whether you become a person of impact, whether you become a person of wealth. You understand? Whether you're going to make it in this life or not. It is not as certain as death. Death is the most certain thing once you are alive. Do you understand? And I also love where he said, this life is a market. The man is truly an old man. Now, old people talk, now be this. This life in the market, everybody come, you buy your own. When you buy finish, or maybe you carry your own goods, go sell. When you sell finish, say if people they go market in the morning, people go arrive at different time. They're not going to arrive at the same time. You see people that, welcome, you don't come. People we don't do the markets before. And when then they go, everybody goes, you don't they go. That's what it be. That is it. When anytime we be say they come buy your market finish, bam, you do it in. You leave. You carry your bag. They tell you don't they go. You say yes, so bye you. We go see two more. That's what it be. And so I think the most important thing here is what we do in between. Like I've said, life is what's it called? Life is certain for somebody who's alive, and death is the most certain. Do you understand? But the thing is, these two things are significant. But I think because somebody will come and say, if at the end of the day, this is the most certain thing, then why should all the gra be? Well, it is better you have good memories than you don't have no memories at all. If, let's say for instance, now they come and say you have XYZ number of months, or you have XYZ number of years to live. Do you understand? Or XCY number of years to live. What are you going to do? Or XY number of days. What are you going to do? You are going to be fixated on creating memories with the people you love. Do you understand? So I think, yes, life, when you give birth to a child, is a very significant thing. When a child does, but what you do in between is now what makes you come outside. Like this Herbert Wigwe now, we have been hearing so many good things. I never knew this man until that particular day. I think that particular period he died. That was when I got to know anything about Herbert Wigwe. But so far so good. I've been hearing good things. I've been hearing how he imparted life You know, people rarely come out to say he's a billionaire, he has money, he has property. Do you understand? Of course, that was said, but that is not the focus. People are coming out to say how he made them feel, how he gave them the gift of friendship. Do you understand? How he was generous, how he went all out for his friends. These are the take home things that he did, that anybody you see, oh, he impacted me, he touched me, I did not know him, he did this one for me. That is it. And I think you see that thing where you say, or where people say, a good name is better than riches. Now when they don't lower you for ground, na him person, na him you go know. You see, in that moment of you, because sometimes the thing is, there are some people, if their death is coming their way, they know. As in, if somebody is trying to go from life to death, want to transition to the other side, you know, in that moment, at the end of it, wetin go dey your brain go be, if you live a good life, you're going to be smiling home. If you live a good life, you see, you are going to be smiling home. But if you not live a good life, now that place you go dey. That's why I use go. So that is just it. But I love how he resolved this. I hope this is not a grief, this is not a coping mechanism. You understand? There are some people who, they grieve in different way and different manner. We continue to send our condolences to the Herbert family. It is not easy to lose, not just, like I'll tell you people, the man himself is the plan. Okay, I am so and so person. I want my family to be comfortable. I want this to happen to my family. And he said, okay, since I'm the plan, let me have a backup plan in the person of his wife. So if you're doing something, okay, you have a backup plan. Oh, your wife, at least if anything happened to him, oh, this one, that one, wife, then, okay, let me now have another backup plan. As in the plan, the backup plan, and the backup of the backup plan all left the same day. In fact, I keep asking if there are any surviving child or children. They feel they talk, say, God, why you no kuku allow me make I follow them go? Do you understand? Because the pain is going to be too much. Imagine how about Wigwe'S father is not crying just for his child. He's crying for his child, he's crying for his daughter-in-law, and he's crying for his grandson. It is something that you should not witness. Your enemy, no matter how you hate and rich, you're not supposed to witness this one. It's not something that is sweet. It's something very bitter. And we continue, like I said, we pray that it is only God that can fill the void that He has created in the lives of Herbert Wigwe, family, friends, and associates. Alright, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.